What's happening, everyone, and welcome back to Shady Spotlight, where we dive deep into the stories that matter, the moments that shock, and the headlines that define our culture. The news cycle never sleeps, and neither do we. Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of the hottest topics hitting the airwaves, bringing you the insights you won't find anywhere else. We've got a packed show today, so buckle up and get ready for some unmissable updates that are shaping the conversation. First up, a legendary rock rivalry is back in the spotlight, and it's not pretty. We're talking about a legendary Pink Floyd member making some incredibly harsh remarks about a recently departed heavy metal icon, sparking outrage and reigniting a decades-old feud. This is one of those stories where you think you know where it's going, but trust us, there are layers you haven't even considered. Next, we're jetting off to the glamorous world of film festivals, where a reality TV star turned fashion icon is absolutely stealing the show. We've got the inside scoop on a beloved personality making a stunning red carpet appearance that's got everyone talking, showcasing a look that's both elegant and bold. This is a major moment for her career, and we're breaking down all the details of her incredible style and the buzz surrounding her latest triumphs. Get ready for some serious fashion envy. Then, we're diving into the wild world of album art and the boundaries of artistic expression. Prepare yourselves for a journey through some of the most controversial album covers in music history, from iconic bands to modern pop stars. We'll explore why certain artwork was deemed too shocking for release, the messages artists are trying to convey, and how controversy can sometimes be the ultimate selling point. This is a deep dive into how art pushes buttons and sparks conversations. Finally, we're heading to Indonesia, where a powerful display of public sentiment is unfolding. We're talking about hundreds of women taking to the streets with a powerful symbol protesting critical issues facing the nation. We'll uncover the meaning behind their actions, the political context, and the global attention this movement is drawing. You absolutely do not want to miss a second of this. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update from Shady Spotlight. Let's get into it. Feud of the rock legends. Waters vs. Osbourne uncovered. Did Roger Waters really say that about Ozzy Osbourne? We're diving deep into the surprising and brutal remarks made by the Pink Floyd co-founder about the recently departed heavy metal icon, Ozzy Osbourne. This isn't just a casual jab. Waters' comments have reignited a long-standing, yet often understated, rivalry in the rock music world, leaving fans and critics alike stunned. It's a clash of titans, a generational feud that's resurfaced with venom, and we've got all the details. Ozzy Osbourne, the undisputed Prince of Darkness, and a pivotal figure in heavy metal, recently passed away at the age of 76, leaving behind a legacy that resonated deeply across the music spectrum. Tributes poured in from every corner of the industry, celebrating his pioneering spirit and his undeniable impact on music history. However, amidst this outpouring of respect and remembrance, Roger Waters, a founding member of Pink Floyd, dropped a bombshell in a recent interview with The Independent Inc. His words were nothing short of dismissive, stating he never did care for Osbourne's music and couldn't give a F***K about Black Sabbath, the band that launched Osbourne to superstardom. Waters didn't stop there. He went on to mock Osbourne's infamous stage antics, like the notorious bat-biting incident, and broadly criticized his television persona on the Osbournes as idiocy and nonsense. He even went as far as to say, "I don't care about Black Sabbath, I never did." These comments naturally ignited a firestorm, particularly from Ozzy's son, Jack Osbourne. In a no-holds-barred response on Instagram, Jack fired back at Waters, calling him pathetic and out of touch, and accusing him of seeking attention by spewing bullshit in the press. Jack didn't hold back, revealing that his father had always held a low opinion of Waters, adding, "My father always thought you were a C***T, thanks for proving him right." This sentiment was echoed by countless fans who found Waters' remarks to be gratuitously cruel, especially so soon after Ozzy's passing. The timing and tone of Waters' criticism felt particularly jarring, given the widespread unity and respect shown across the rock community following Osbourne's death. Interestingly, this isn't the first time Waters has expressed disdain for Black Sabbath. Back in 1970, he reportedly gave a negative review to their debut single, Evil Woman. This starkly contrasts with Ozzy Osbourne's own public admiration for Pink Floyd. In a 2004 interview with Rolling Stone, Ozzy cited Pink Floyd's Money as one of his favorite songs and praised their albums for their consistent quality. This one-sided respect, with Osbourne celebrating Pink Floyd while Waters belittles Sabbath, has only amplified the backlash against Waters. Ozzy Osbourne's legacy as a rock icon is undeniable, cemented by his induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame both as a solo artist and with Black Sabbath. Despite battling health issues in his later years, his influence and charisma remained potent. The resurfacing of this feud, amplified by Waters' recent comments, ensures that even in death, the debate surrounding Osbourne's place in rock history continues. Waters has yet to directly respond to Jack Osbourne's latest remarks, leaving the rock world waiting for the next chapter in this enduring rivalry. But will Roger Waters respond to the Osbourne family's fiery retort? Stay tuned as we explore the dazzling world of film festivals and a reality star's show-stopping moment. Venice Glamour, Ekin-Su captivates on the red carpet. Get ready for a dose of pure star power as we spotlight Ekin-Su Kulkuloglu's breathtaking debut at the Venice Film Festival. The Love Island sensation turned heads, proving once again why she's a major force in the entertainment world. Her appearance was a masterclass in elegance and fashion-forward thinking, and we've got all the exclusive details on her stunning look. Ekin-Su Kulkuloglu, a name synonymous with reality TV success, and now high fashion, made her much-anticipated entrance onto the Venice Film Festival red carpet. The 31-year-old star, who first captured hearts on Love Island, opted for a show-stopping, baby pink gown by Vietnamese designer Chats by Sedam. The dress, featuring a dramatic over-the-shoulder cape, was a perfect showcase for her sensational figure, cementing her status as a style icon. Her brunette hair was elegantly styled in a tight bun, adding a touch of classic sophistication to her modern look. She mingled with Hollywood A-listers, gracing the premiere of the Netflix film A House of Dynamite, directed by the acclaimed Catherine Bigelow and starring Idris Elba. The reaction from her devoted fanbase was immediate and overwhelmingly positive. On Reddit, fans flooded the platform with praise, with one user declaring, "This is one of her best red carpet looks." Another chimed in with a perfect score, "Wow, the makeup, the dress, the hair, everything 10/10. A third simply added, "Love this look. Ekin is killing it lately." This stunning appearance comes on the heels of a series of career triumphs for Ekin-Su. She recently graced the cover of Spanish Vogue, further solidifying her international appeal. Adding to the excitement, she's also been teasing a potential appearance on I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here. A prospect that has fans buzzing with anticipation. In a recent Instagram Q&A, when asked about joining the popular survival show, she responded positively, stating, "Yes, I would, at the right time," hinting at future reality TV ventures. Since her triumphant win on Love Island with ex-boyfriend David Saint-Clemente, Ekin-Su has been a constant presence in the spotlight. She starred in Celebrity Big Brother and even returned to the Love Island villa for the All-Stars season earlier this year. More recently, Shady Spotlight revealed that Ekin-Su has made a significant investment in her future, splashing out on a £900K £4 bedroom mansion in Essex, close to her parents. Previously, she was understood to be living in a luxury tower block in Essex, alongside other well-known TV personalities like Maura Higgins. The TV icon, who is believed to be worth over £1.8 million, recently offered her followers a first glimpse inside her new abode, sharing a snap of the impressive staircase, signaling the exciting next chapter in her life. From red carpets to new homes, Ekin-Su is truly on a roll. But how far have artists gone with controversial album art, and what does it mean for the music industry? Album art alarms when controversy sells. What do Sabrina Carpenter, the Beatles, and Spinal Tap have in common? They've all pushed the boundaries with album covers that sparked controversy, and we're diving into the most shocking examples. From explicit imagery to unsettling visuals, we explore how album art can become a talking point, a statement, and sometimes a barrier to sale. Sabrina Carpenter recently unveiled the cover for her new record, Man's Best Friend, which quickly drew backlash from critics who deemed it degrading and sending the wrong message to fans. The album itself explores explicit themes, and its cover art depicts Carpenter on all fours with a mysterious man pulling her hair. Defending her artistic choices, Carpenter stated, "The album is not for any pearl clutchers, but I also think that even pearl clutchers can listen to an album like that in their own solitude and find something that makes them smirk and chuckle to themselves." This is a prime example of modern artists using provocative imagery to create a distinct identity and spark dialogue, even if it courts controversy. However, Carpenter isn't the first to face scrutiny for album artwork. The Beatles, known for their iconic and often groundbreaking record covers, also had one famously banned. For their 1966 compilation album, Yesterday and Today, the band collaborated with Australian surrealist photographer Robert Whittaker. The resulting cover featured the Fab Four in butcher aprons, adorned with raw meat and dismembered plastic doll parts, a stark contrast to their usual public image. The intention, according to Whittaker, was to lean into the disruption of the conventions surrounding pop star promotional photography. The cover was deemed too grotesque and was quickly replaced, becoming a highly sought-after collector's item due to its controversial nature. These examples, however, are just the tip of the iceberg when considering the history of provocative album art, especially within the punk and underground music scenes. A prime example is the 1984 album, The Fucking Cunts Treat Us Like Pricks, by the British punk band Flux of Pink Indians. The band, known for their raw and aggressive sound, made their commitment to shocking punk music clear with both the title and the cover art. The cover featured abstract sketches of people, but the explicit depiction of breasts and penises left no room for ambiguity. The album was deemed so obscene that many record stores refused to stock it. Despite this, the album stayed true to the band's chaotic sound, with screeching distortion and aggressive lyrics, and remarkably, it still managed to reach number 2 on the independent music charts. This demonstrates that even when an album is deemed too obscene to be sold through conventional channels, its controversial nature can still capture public attention and lead to significant commercial success within its niche. This phenomenon highlights a recurring theme in the music industry. Controversy can indeed be a powerful selling point. Whether in the 1960s, the 1980s, or the present day, album covers that challenge societal norms or push the boundaries of taste can initiate important conversations and, paradoxically, boost record sales. It suggests that a certain level of shock value can be a deliberate strategy for artists seeking to make a memorable impact and differentiate themselves in a crowded marketplace. From controversial covers to indie chart success, the line between art and shock is often blurred. Now, let's shift our focus to the streets of Indonesia, where a powerful protest is making headlines. Indonesia on edge, women march against injustice. We're turning our attention to Indonesia, where hundreds of women have taken to the streets, wielding brooms and wearing pink, in a powerful protest against police abuses and government excess. This movement is more than just a demonstration. It's a symbol of resilience and a call for sweeping change. We're breaking down the core issues, the symbolism, and the growing international attention. In a striking display of public dissent, hundreds of women, united under the banner of the Indonesian Women's Alliance (IWA), marched through Jakarta and other key cities. Their choice of attire, predominantly pink, and their symbol of choice, broomsticks, carried significant meaning. The pink attire symbolizes bravery, while the broomsticks represent their collective desire to sweep away the dirt of the state, militarism, and police repression. The protests, now in their second week, have been fueled by widespread anger over the rising cost of living and the perceived lavish perks enjoyed by members of parliament. The movement gained further momentum and turned violent after a young motorcycle taxi driver, Afan Kurniawan, was tragically killed by a police vehicle, a stark symbol of the very issues being protested. Amidst the escalating protests, President Prabowo Subianto's planned trip to Beijing to attend China's military parade became a point of contention. Initially, he announced the cancellation of his trip, stating his intention to address one of the protesters' core complaints: rolling back perks for lawmakers. However, images emerged of him posing for a group photo with Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin, creating confusion and fueling further public scrutiny. The protesters, meanwhile, continue to demand accountability, waving signs with the clear message: reform the police. One protester, Musyiara Ika, emphasized the democratic nature of their actions, telling BBC Indonesia, "Protests are not crimes, but rather democratic rights inherent in every citizen." The Indonesian Women's Alliance is a formidable coalition, comprising 90 women's organizations and movements, along with various civil society groups including labor unions and human rights organizations. This movement is not new to challenging authoritarian regimes. Women played a crucial role in the 1998 reform movement against Suharto's rule, demonstrating a long history of activism and resilience. The use of Brave Pink and Hero Green, the color of a fan's rideshare company uniform, as symbols of solidarity, is a powerful testament to the movement's growing momentum, with many customizing their social media profiles with these colors. International bodies have also taken notice. The United Nations Human Rights Office has called for prompt, thorough, and transparent investigations into alleged human rights violations during the protests. Amnesty International Indonesia Executive Director Usman Hamid stated, "The state must immediately meet all the demands of the people during the demonstrations before further casualties occur." Reports indicate that at least 10 people died during the demonstrations in late August, some allegedly due to police violence, and over 1,000 people were hospitalized. The chairperson of the National Human Rights Commission expressed concern over the violence perpetrated by the authorities, attributing it to a very limited space for dialogue. President Prabowo's announcement to curb some state-funded perks for politicians was a step towards addressing the protesters' demands. However, some activists argue that these measures do not go far enough. Hirianto, a former coordinator for the All-Indonesian Students' Union, told the BBC that the protests address long-standing concerns with inequality, governance, and accountability. He stressed the need for deeper reforms beyond symbolic changes, focusing on areas like agricultural policy, education, and fair economic opportunities, with the ultimate goal of achieving more accountable, transparent, and people-centered governance. From sweeping reforms to symbolic colors, the fight for justice in Indonesia is gaining momentum. That's all the news for today, but we'll be right back with a lightning round recap. And that's a wrap on today's Shady Spotlight. We heard about the explosive rock feud between Roger Waters and the Osbourne family, saw Ekin-Su absolutely shine at the Venice Film Festival, explored the controversial history of album art, and witnessed powerful protests in Indonesia. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe for more in-depth coverage, and ring that notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop new videos. Let us know in the comments which story you found most shocking, and follow us on all our socials for behind-the-scenes content and more updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.